Hello, my lovely Leos. I am your Empress Divine Natasha Turner herself. Welcome to Queendom Come. It's time for your March full month tarot reading, Leo. And I couldn't be more pleased. I love doing Leo readings. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Leo is my favorite placement. I'm a fifth house Leo moon through and through, baby. I love Leo. That's my favorite placement. So I love doing Leo readings. I love Leo readers. I'm a Leo stan. How about that? So let's get into what we have going on for March. Leo, what's going on for March? March 2019. We're tapping into divine wisdom and infinite intelligence as always, welcoming source to give us messages that will resonate with the most of us, um, with as many people as possible, or those who need to see the message, I should say, that watch the live and the replay. Source, give us something. Help us win. Give us a way to navigate these energies so that we know what we can do and what's on the table for us, and we could be aware of it and conscious of it in our actions. Leo March 2019, 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 Leo March 2019. Compassion and guiding children. You need a man with sensitivity, a man like me. I like these soft pink tones. Very sweet, soft, comfy, cool type energy. It's like when that first fresh breeze of spring comes through your window after you finished your spring cleaning, and everything is just crisp and it smells good and smells like fresh linen, and you can just flop down on your bed and let those white cotton sheets engulf you. That's the type of feeling that I'm getting from this reading. Very nice, very sweet, very serene, very comforting. I'm hoping it's you in this energy, and that's the energy that's available for you in March. The compassion card says release judgment about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. You got that, Leo. You know how to do that. I feel like that skill of yours, that compassion of yours, will kind of light the way for people here in March, because you have this guiding children card and it says you are helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skill to help children now. Of course, there's that literal meaning of you dealing with children. So if you have children or a part of a blended family where your other has children, meaning like your counterpart has children and you're taking them in as your own, um, I do not believe in being a step, having a stepdaughter or a stepson. If you're with somebody and they have children, that's your daughter or your son. I felt the need to say that. That Leo and me, we take in the cubs, all of the cubs. I have sons and daughters all over the world. It's more than your physical children. So I feel that type of energy here with you is like you're taking people in, you're showing people more compassion. Um, Not like trying to son nobody in like a disrespectful way or calling somebody your daughter as if they're underneath you, but honoring that you can build someone up and show them, love so that they can be whole and so that they can heal and so that they can grow up and contribute to a better future of the collective as of society as a whole. Now, also, I'm being drawn to think about something that I saw earlier today, where it was an article talking about people become stuck at the age in which they felt the least love. And that thought was actually on my mind before I even started the Leo reading. It just came to me because it was so profound while I was reading the article. And as soon as I read it, I was like, I identified that. There are people that are in my life, close family. I know that I'm talking to an adult. Many are older than me, but my spirit feels them as a child. before I was able to be in this awareness that I am now spiritually, I used to be so angry at them because they could not be what I needed them to be, or they could not lead me better. They could not show me better, or maybe they kind of tried to, you know, leave their toxic traits or their toxic beliefs and teachings on me, or, try to bring me up in that way. But it's like now I look at them and I feel the same compassion that I would feel for a child. And I feel like that's the type of energy that we have going on here in March with you, Leo. Even though you're talking to adults, you're in a room full of grown ass people. Let's not get it twisted. These grown ass people, grown, but energetically you are dealing with children. And I'm not saying that in a degrading way. It's just what it is. People kind of remain at that age where they experience the most trauma and they experience the least love. It's like they get stuck because they never learned how to grow properly. Their growth was stunted at that stage of life. So their body kept physically growing, but their spirit and their mentality is kind of just like halted in that state of being traumatized or of being hurt or of not being loved. So they cannot spiritually or mentally grow past that. That's the energy that I'm feeling you will be confronted with, or you'll be faced with, I should say, because not necessarily confronted. It's just, it is what it is. But there's a compassion that Leo has where you're able to kind of, you see how she's like holding that child, like it's okay. It's okay. Like you can rest with me. You can open up with me. I'll keep watch. I'll handle what comes. I am I am magical. I am shit, I'm magical. I am magical. Like I am discerning. I am aware. I am conscious. I can see any harm that comes to you. You rest, feel love, get the love that you need. I feel like in March you will be giving love to somebody in a way that they've never experienced before, and it'll be so healing for them. It's like magic happening. You're taking them back to that place when they were a child. You're speaking to the inner child in somebody and just like giving it life, releasing the judgments about it, not looking at them as an adult and having these expectations of like you should be doing this, that, and the other for me. But loving so selfishly, so selflessly and compassionately that you see the child in that person, you can sense it, you can discern it, and you're like, rest, child, rest on me, because I have enough love for the both of us. I love me. I love me enough for the both of us. That's why you trust me. I know you've been through more than most of us. Yes, that energy. Like, you're good. You have this, Leos have this everlasting reserve of love. And what a lot of people will call pride and, being full of ourselves is a knowledge of self, an awareness of self, a love for self. Not all of them now. You do have some Leos who are just, mm. you can't tell them nothing. But then you have those who are self aware and who just have such a strong connection to love and divine love that they cannot be broken. Their presence cannot be crushed or crumbled or suffocated. That's why they shine so brightly. People that have a lower self-esteem, they'll think it's ego or they'll think it's attention seeking. But you don't have to seek attention when you're the brightest thing in the room. Okay. So yeah, we have compassion and guiding children. I love Leo. I swear to God, I do. That's my favorite placement. That's my favorite placement. Let's get into your tarot. Let's get into the tarot. Oh my God. I'm just loving on somebody. Just loving them, loving them, loving them. Oh, child, before the reading, I was thinking about that article and I was like, so shit, what age am I? Because they say you get stuck at the age that well, until you learn how to love yourself, you get stuck at the age when you were loved the least. Man, listen here. Like, I couldn't tell you what age I would be. I couldn't tell you. Like, In my mind, I would be life years old. I'm life years old until I was life years old until I learned how to love myself. That could explain why sometimes I'm like mature and sometimes I was like hella immature. I don't know. It's like I was mature and immature at the same time. Life years old, nigga. Okay, let me stop playing. Tarot for Leo in March. Tarot for Leo in March. Tarot for Leo in March. Okay, so we have that Emperor made itself known very, very, very early. Very, very, very early. The Emperor has been through a lot. Emperor has been through a lot, but is a warrior. My goodness, like they lost some battles, but they won wars. Person has many medals, many titles of honor, very honorable presence, very understanding. They want to solve problems, they want to have solutions, but will bring down the house if necessary. But the drama never really gets to that point because the Emperor also has protection around them. They have forces that deal with the enemies before it ever really gets to be a big problem for Leo. You know what? I'm really not supposed to be taking drops like this, but yeah, we have the Emperor and the Five of Cups. So it's like you overcome disappointments. You've overcome so many heartbreaks and disappointments, and you've gotten to the point where you actually can see the lessons from it. You see the lessons from it and you use it. Use it to help people. This is that Chiron type of energy, like that wounded warrior, the wounded healer. You've been through so much and that is your power. That's how you're able to help heal other people because you were healed through all of the whatever that you went through yourself. That's going to be a big energy, a big component of what you have going on here. And what the hell? What you have going on in March? I'm going to run with it. Leo, you have reversals. You have reversals. Something's okay. Let me look at these cards. Because I didn't turn no cards around. Wow. You have reversals. And I didn't do that. What the heck? I'm so confused right now. I'm not doing a reading when I'm confused like this because my focus is off. What in the world? How did that happen? It's like these things find you, these broken pieces, these patients, as they call it on social media now. They find you, they gravitate toward you. You be out there living your best life. All of a sudden, you have a new case study. And I don't mean that in a degrading way, Leo. A lot of people try to make it seem like Leos are dramatic, but a lot of times, broken people in drama find you. These wayward situations find you and they're attracted to your light. They're attracted to your light, attracted to your charisma. You have that energy about you that says a broken soul that you have love that they can't even imagine. A love they can't even imagine, a love they can't even accept, a love they would never be grateful for, to be honest. So for a lot of people, I feel like you've been dealing with somebody who would never even be grateful for it. Like they are confused by this love because it's a totally different perspective from what it is that they are used to. If you're dealing with somebody who's never actually been loved before or never experienced love before, love is foreign to them. So when you give it to them, everybody's not going to be able to accept it. Some people will draw back. Other people will rebel against it. It just depends on how their energy is and, where they're at on a frequency, like where their vibration is really. Like that may be an energy. Maybe you've tried with somebody, and no matter what you tried with that person, no matter how many times you tried to love that person, it's like you just couldn't love them enough. They wouldn't they wouldn't accept it. It was never enough. There was always something wrong. There was always something to be criticized by them, or there was always something that you were doing that they were never at fault. I should say that, and that's a childish characteristic. Somebody who cannot accept fault. But I feel like Leo, you are able to love in a way that you see past that childishness. You were able to see past that childishness. You were able to deal with it. Wow. To continue trying to hold this person and comfort this person while they were repeatedly fighting you, fighting the love. That's compassion. If this is happening in March, then that's definitely compassion. Okay, card, show me some clarity now. Because I feel like Leo gonna have to take control of the situation in a way that you say, okay, I have loved you. Understand me, I have loved you. I have shown you love. I have been loving to you. You cannot run over me. You cannot try to bring me down to where you are. I'm gonna love you, but I'm not gonna fall for nobody. Not meaning fall in love. I'm not gonna fall from grace for nobody. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you have to kind of make that known here in March. Okay, so we have the Hermit, the Strength card, King of Swords, Knight of Staffs, Nine of Swords, the Chariot, Knight of Coins, Four of Staffs, Five of Staffs, Page of Coins, the Devil, and Six of Staffs. Oh man. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna start off by saying I see Virgo and Libras. I mean, not. I see Virgo and Leo. Excuse me, Virgo and Leo, right beside each other in the beginning of the reading. Very strong opening presence. Virgo's analytical ways, Leo's loving, kind of showy, theatrical ways, if I do say so myself. It's the energy because I feel conflict. I do feel conflict. We have that Virgo card, the Nine of Swords right beneath it, this Five of Staffs right beneath it. We have some knights on the board, a page on the board. Definitely conflict. This has not been an easy road. I feel like everything you tried to give to somebody was just picked apart. It's almost as if they were looking for disappointment. They were so trained to not be loved, or trauma is so deeply embedded in this person that they look for disappointment. They look for trauma. They look for pain and hurt. And what it is you focus on, it becomes your self-fulfilling prophecy. So they definitely have fulfilled their prophecy, I feel, or they will be doing so in March. If you continue to play a part in it. Because you can absolutely have the choice to remove yourself altogether. You absolutely have that choice, Leo. But I'm feeling like this is an energy that has been happening. And it's been weighing on you. I feel like you have to come in with love and then you have to just retreat and refill your reservoir, like your reservoir of love. You have to refill yourself. You have to go off so that you can kind of heal the pain. Because the longer you sit around somebody who has trauma and is still in that place of being traumatized, that energy will start to, is it's gonna start to, wipe off on you too. It's in the air, it's in the atmosphere. You breathing it in. You sitting in the vicinity around that energy, it's gonna start having an effect on you too. So I feel like you've had to come and go, initiate contact, cut off contact, initiate contact, cut off contact, initiate contact, cut off contact, because it gets to be too much. But you see a goodness in this person. You see a goodness in this person. You want victory with this person. You want to love this person. But for the life of you, you don't understand how you can get this person to stop fighting you every step of the way on it. And it's fear. It's fear. It's definitely fear. In the first card position, we have the Hermit. It's the Virgo card I was talking about here. And it's looking like you are just on quite a journey. Still somewhat in the dark about, how to make it work, how to have victory, but you're strong and you're resilient and you want to keep moving forward. And the more that you have to deal with this journey and more that you have to deal with this beast, the more comfortable you're becoming with it. Not saying comfortable being that you're succumbing to it, but comfortable in that you're learning its ways. And as long as you see the love and the light in someone and you are releasing those judgments about this person, you you will begin to learn its ways. You will begin to see the beast from an objective standpoint. Just like you can look at a person and tell, okay, this is an adult that I'm talking to, but there's a child in there. There's a wounded child that has not grown. They have not been nurtured, so their growth has been stunted. You're starting to understand that. You're starting to understand this beast. You're starting to almost make nice with the beast, understanding it to the point that you make nice with it. And one thing I want to point out, I just felt caught to talk about this with the compassion card. It says release judgments about yourself and others. So as you deal with somebody like this, it's like, okay, I'm talking to a child. Like I have to deal with them in a way that's like childish. You also have to take the time to nurture yourself because I'm not gonna lie, we are. It's easy to be like, I'm not dealing with that bullshit, you know. And then when you find yourself so compelled to love this person and be compassionate to this person who may not even appreciate what it is that you're doing, you start to look at yourself like, well, why am I doing this? Like, this is stupid of me. You may start to have negative self talk about yourself. Do not take on their energy because that's negative self talk that that person has about themselves. One thing you're not going to find a lot of Virgos won't tell you straight off, but they have a lot of negative self talk. That's how you get so many Virgos who are critical and who criticize and who, have that dry sense of humor and kind of say sarcastic, mean things or um, spend a lot of time like nitpicking and picking apart other people because they have negative self talk themselves. That it's a very nervous energy. It's a very on a lower end, it's a self hating energy. On a higher end, is like just super hella analytical and sometimes more critical than conductive. But on the lower vibration, is like damn near self hating. It's like not pleased with itself at all. Always thinking I should do better. I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm not skilled enough. I'm not experienced enough. I don't have, the experience. I don't have the power. I don't have the network. I can't. It's a lot of that type of energy. And you need to have compassion with yourself because as you deal with this beast and you try to just like help it and help nourish it and grow it and almost like a tame it, not taming it like this person is just like some wild savage out here, but taming it to the point where you kind of teach it, stop talking down on yourself, stop you know stop Ugh, what can oh Jesus, my throat chakra, Jesus Lord, Mercury, chill out. Chill out. Like stop reducing yourself. Stop defeating yourself. And as you kind of just, work with that beast and work with that energy, I want you to also have compassion with yourself. No, you're not stupid. No, you're not a pick me. Trust me, I know what a pick me is. In this case, when you are very much so self aware and you have that love for yourself, and you know for a fact that you have love for yourself. I don't mean you in denial. I mean, you know for a fact that you have love for yourself, and you know for a fact that when things get to be too much, you walk away from it. When something gets to tearing down your own mental health, you can walk away from it. I feel that with the King of Swords and that Knight of Staffs here is like, okay, that's enough. I'm gonna go chill over here in this corner. You do what you're gonna do. Maybe I'll be back when I'm back centered and I'm back focused on the mission. So it's like not a pick me type of energy. Don't talk down on yourself. Don't feel bad for the love that you give. I read this somewhere a long time ago. It resonated in my spirit and I've kept it with me since then. The symbol of Leo, you know how we all got our little symbols and stuff with the zodiac. They say the symbol of Leo is the signature of God. It's God's signature. And I see that in Leos, like a more evolved Leo, like that truly unconditional love, that warmth, that sun, that ability to nurture to life, to bring something to life, that creation energy. I feel that. That's the signature of God. So be proud of that energy. Don't talk down on yourself. Be like, dang, I'm stupid for continuing to deal with this person, or I'm dumb. Like, don't you dare, because that's nothing but you embodying that energy of this person. And I'm not saying it's all just Virgos like that. It's just that's that type of energy, because it can definitely be any other sign that just has that energy. Third card position, King of Swords. Basically, what I'm just talking about is like you have to just really be firm in what it is that you're doing. You have to know what your mission is and know what your objective is and know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You know what it is that you want. You sit in this valley of fertility. You sit between two rivers. You are in the fertile crescent. You are in the fertile crescent. Anything can grow. You are used to life. You are used to abundance. You embody that energy. That's why this person was attracted to you. You embody that energy of just life. You're so fresh. Your energy is so fresh. It's so crisp. It's so effervescent. It's so youthful. It's so abundant, so fertile. They see life with you, and it's very clear. The King of Swords is complete clarity. They see complete clarity with you. They feel better with you. They feel more able. They feel more productive. They feel that life is better, that life gives them more, that life is better to them when they're in your presence, when they talk to you. And you just have to be clear about what it is that you're doing to it and about what you will accept. If there's an energy that's going to drain the abundance and the prosperity out of what you have going on, then you have to remove yourself from it. And you could be doing that, or you've done that coming into March. You've removed yourself already from something. You've already like kind of cut something out that wasn't in alignment. But I also feel like there's going to be a return. I was like, yeah, maybe I had to like kind of leave you alone for a while to get my mind right, because I don't ever want to come at you with this hateful communication. The King of Swords is very choosy about his words. He don't mince words. He say what he say and he mean what he say. And you never want to get to a point where somebody gets you to a place where you just start talking out the side of your neck. So I feel like that's the reason why you are either kind of stepping away from the person, or that you had stepped away from the person. You felt them getting you to the point where your emotions were so strong that it kind of threatened that King of Swords energy of having your composure, and you never want to allow that to happen. So somebody may have just kind of walked away from the situation, and or you're walking away from it in March. It's all we're all on different timelines, but this is the same energy for each of us. The Knight of Staff says that there will be some coming in. The tides, they come and they go. So if you did step away, or if you are stepping away from somebody, there will be a time where it comes back together. Either you go back into this person or they come back to you. There's just the energy of it coming back together. The fourth card position is about, family and household. If you left this person or if they left the house, it could be them coming back or you coming back. Somebody leaving, somebody coming back. Somebody leaving, somebody coming back. Just like the shores, just like the tides. Because the night is honorable, but they have missions. They have things that they have to go do. So they can't stay long. They have travels that they have to endeavor, and they have missions that they have to complete, and they have trades that they have to make. So it's about either you going out of the household, somebody else going out of the household, or somebody coming into the household. And it's just cycles. It's cycles. They change with the moon, but it's just cycles. And we have a new moon here, so changes, coming in. Changes are definitely coming in. If you or the other person have left the household, then it could be time to come back in. If you or the other person are in the household, then it may be time to go out with the new moon. I feel like this is also an energy of I think you kind of bring a spotlight to this person, like you kind of show this person, especially with that King of Swords beside the Knight of Staffs. You show that person where they may have that evasiveness, where they have that tendency to run from real love and run from truth and happiness and prosperity and fertility and all of that the King of Swords is comfortable with, in his little green lush valley there. They have the tendency to run from it, and I feel like you are the person who has brought that to their attention, Leo. I feel like you're the one who kind of showed them, look what you do to yourself, look how you sabotage yourself, look how you have this beautiful place to dwell in and you choose to go and leave it for really no reason or for some petty reason. It's not official business. The night is not royalty, so it's not official business. And you choose to leave this official situation, this royal situation, this blessed situation, this blessed place of abundance to, either go sow your wild oats or run off and have a baby. Somebody may be dealing with somebody who has like somebody else on the side who's pregnant or has recently gotten somebody else on the side pregnant or is just still out there sowing their wild oats. I just got off of Sagittarius reading talking about sowing wild oats. You may be dealing with a Sagittarius because there is a lot of fire in this reading. Sagittarius, Virgo so far. Leo, Sagittarius, Virgo. I'm feeling real strong. But that could be a come and go too. The person could actually be prone to like cheating or kind of just getting around. And people who are incomplete and who are kind of broken inside, they do that. They go and lay up with Tom, Dick, and Harry or Susan May and Verma with whoever they can really get in between because they want to feel some type of feeling. They want to feel something. And the knight also knows that he is not on the status of the king or the status of royalty. So it's like they may know that you are home, that you are this precious royalty, but because their energy is still in a knight's place, like, the person who still runs around and roams and does not have a permanent home in the castle, they will still roam until they get to the place of, growing and feeling within their self that they are worthy. I feel like for a lot of Leos, it's brought you some sadness, it's brought you some pain, some depression, some sad and lonely nights, a lot of crying, some tears on your pillow. It's brought you that. It's brought you that. But I also feel with this energy that in March that you are able to transmute that energy and actually create with it. Like, because you are aware of how it makes you feel, you may just choose to just avoid it altogether. Like, nope, no, 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 nope. I'm aware that this depresses me. So I'm not going to stay in this energy. I'm going to do so and such. Or I'm going to express myself in song. I am going to, express myself in writing. I'm going to do something, some type of way to get this energy off of my chest because I have to. Oh, mm. There's some Leo that may be pregnant and it's very hurtful. If not pregnant, then you have children with this person, and the children can see what's going on too. The children can see how it has hurt you too. If not them seeing how it has hurt you, they see the brokenness in the other person. Mm. And where it concerns, guiding children compassion, I feel like you talk to the children, but not in a way that you're telling them, like, this person ain't shit, or you down in the other parent. It's in a way that you teach them compassion. You either cover for that other person so that their children continue to see them in a wholesome light, or you kind of try to just shield the children. They know something is up, but you put your energy into shielding these children and showing them, you know, extra love and compassion, even more so than what you would usually do, so that they don't feel an absence of the other person. It's for those who have children with this person. For the people who, the ones I'm feeling that you may be pregnant by this person, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. But I feel like you love that child. You are feeling that yeah, you feel the pains of pregnancy, especially when you're going through it alone, but there's so much love. It almost brings you to your knees, and you feel so strongly. You could be up at night and just, like, rubbing your belly, or you just talk to the baby. Like, you're very active. You have a very tight and strong bond already. Like, the baby already has such a hold over you, and you've not even met the child yet, but there's so much love, it just kind of brings you to your knees. Mm. There's so much love. Is like, a lot of people don't even know what unconditional love is, but a Leo who is, of a higher vibration, who is like spiritually aware, that is unconditional love. And that's what I'm feeling here. And beside the Nine of Swords, you have that Chariot card, which is telling me that some of you are so committed to this. You're so committed to it. There's two groups here. Some that are so committed to it that through the pain, through the rain, through the fire, whatever it is like, I love this person. I love this person. I've had enough time away from this person. We've gone through, the back and forth. I felt the pain. I love this person. And I'm not gonna stop loving this person. Then there's others of you who love this person, and you also realize that you have to love yourself more. So I feel like in March you are just kind of, you're planning on leaving. You're planning to leave. I don't see any official move as far as like permanently breaking up the situation. With the Knight of Staffs card, like I said, this is a come and go type energy. So yeah, you may be of that persuasion, okay, I'm leaving this time or whatever. But like I said, I feel, a coming back in energy with that Knight of Staffs. So with the Chariot card, it's like overall, it's like something still pulls you back. Something still compels you to come back. Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I need you in my life. Every time I try to go, something keeps telling me that everything gonna be alright. Mm. We were meant to be, you were meant for me. So that means we gotta make it work. That's that energy some Leos are in. Because you clearly see what the problem is. It's like you know it. You have identified what the problem is. You know why this person is not expanding, is not growing, is not flourishing. You know why their growth is stunted. You know why they are still stuck, like in that child's place. They're still stuck in that childhood trauma. You know why. You've identified it. You're clear about it. And it was like, yeah, I could go. Yeah, I could do better. Yeah, I could find better. But there's forces at work that are much bigger than just me. It's not just me. And I've been given this love for this person. I have walked into this love for this person. Because I feel like you are, like I said, you on your own journey, beautiful, strong, radiant, loving, fertile, abundant, just looking like a light, sexy, strong, resilient, competent. And then you ran into this situation. And it's like it stopped that forward movement. Not saying that it stopped you from meeting your goals, because I do feel like you are still doing what you need to do for yourself, but it just kind of cracked open a different side of you. I feel like it opened you up in a different way. Here with this Knight of Coins card, this is a giving energy. This is something that is a slow and steady process, but it's the kind of learning that you never forget. It's that learning through experience, learning through trial. And when you learn, you have the ability to infinitely pour into others. So, with a selfish kind of element to it, Capricorn energy, I'm feeling, because we have the devil card right up underneath it. Not saying selfish in a bad way. People try to condemn the word selfish, but it's good to be selfish. You are yourself, right? You should be selfish about yourself. With the selfish type of energy, you also realize that your interactions with this person is changing you, it's molding you as a person. So you are slowly but steadily evolving yourself. You see the changes in your own self. You see the maturity that you are gaining your own self. You see the magic that is going on in your own life as a result of you dealing with this person. So let it not get away from us that, yeah, this person has their issues and this person has their trauma, and you love this person. And sometimes you may question, why do I love this person so much? Why do I give this so much of this person? But at the same time, there's an inner knowing in you that I'm actually learning to give more in my relations with other people. Being with this person is making you a better person, whether you're realizing it or not. Ain't nothing stupid about what you're doing. Ain't nothing stupid about it. You are becoming a better person. You are evolving. And it's apparent. It's apparent you are evolving. Um you're more graceful in your interactions with other people. You are more of an initiative energy. It's like you will step in. It's like, what can I do? You will give more freely of yourself. And a lot of you realize that. That's why some haven't, completely stepped away from the connection yet, because you realize that something that is changing me in such a good way, it can't be all bad. It can't be all bad. There has to be something going on. There has to be something more, even if I can't necessarily see it yet. And then you have the Four of Staffs card, that Twin Flame card, that marriage card, that happily ever after, that passion that never dies card. That's a real loyalty card. And you have that beside the Knight of Coins, which is the energy of something slowly but surely being built. People do heal. People do heal. And I think what I'm feeling, Leo, is that you have the understanding that you can't change a person. You can only love them as they are. And I feel that you have loved this person as they are in a way that they did not think was real. I think they thought it was like a fairy tale. You have this person here is like a mythological creature, it's like magical, it's a fairy. They thought it was fairy tales. They didn't think this compassion was real. They didn't think this compassion was real. And there's an inkling, like deep inside of you, you know that they realize who you are to them, who you've been to them. And I feel like that's that thing that keeps you from completely walking away. Sometimes you feel like you're talking to a child and they act in childish ways and they go off and do things that hurt you or say things that hurt you. But at the end of the day, you can look at that person and you can sense it in the depths of your soul. Deep inside of you, you can sense it in your heart of hearts. You can sense it that they see who you are to them. And that little bit of faith is enough for you to keep working. Do you see why I say that Leo is like the signature of God? Why I believe that? Don't they say if you have the faith the size of a mustard seed, watch how God will work in your life? You don't really even need a whole lot from this person. And I'm not saying, I mean, this ain't no God complex. I'm saying you feel that this person has an inkling of what you are pouring into them, of who you are in their life. And just that little bit of them recognizing that you love them is enough for you to keep loving them the way you do, unconditionally. That's a twin flame journey. That's a twin flame. You see this person so clearly. And I feel like you're able to see them so clearly because you have been through what you've been through and you've survived it and you've healed. Like I said, this is that wounded healer energy. You've been through all the hurt, you've been through all the pain, you know what it feels like, but you reached a point where you love yourself, or it's just inherent in Leo to embody self love. You know, they say we fool ourselves, we love ourselves. So it's just in us to love ourselves. Everybody don't have that energy though. Everybody is not born with that nature. Some have a hard road in learning it. That nine of swords with chariot, that's the hard road with learning how to love yourself. That's a hard road. But it's a road that they are slowly and steadily getting on because of this steady passion and this unconditional love that you give them. It is transformative. In this eighth card position, the four of staffs is a transformative energy. It is your love, it is your steady passion for them. It is that undying desire for this person that transforms in March. It's chaos. Okay. It's chaos. That's the only way to really describe it. It's chaos. It's chaotic. Get into chaos magic. Get into transmuting that energy. Learn from it. Take this chaos and start seeing things on a higher perspective. That ninth card position that this five of staffs is in, that's higher learning. That's looking at things from a esoteric perspective, seeing things the way most people would not see it. And I already feel like you kind of on that vibe because it's like I said with the seventh card, Knight of Coins, you see that this connection, you see that this situation, that this affair, this twin flame, this relationship, this soulmate, you see that it's changing you. You see the maturity in yourself. You see how you've grown by leaps and bounds. Trial by fire, that will make a lot of people, grow up. The fire refines you, and you are seeing your refinements. You are seeing how much more patient you are. You are seeing how much more methodical you are, how much more understanding. So in the midst of this chaos, it's like you're learning. You're learning how to transmute this energy and make situations that look and feel chaotic. You're learning how to use that energy to and spin it to gold. This situation can be spun to gold. I feel so much potential. This person is a piece of work. This person is a piece of work. But so is the Sistine Chapel. So is the roof of the Sistine Chapel. You know, that's the type of work you're doing, something that's gonna last. something that will last, honey. The Page of Coins. Oh, Page of Coins. It's like you looking at this and it's like, whew, Jesus, this is a mountain. This is a mountain. This is a lot. This is a lot. It's a lot. You have bit off quite a chunk. You may feel like it's more than you can chew. But really get into that, like I said, get into that chaos magic, get into that alchemy of transmuting a situation that doesn't feel the best at sight. Get into switching that thing up and making it yours. I ain't telling you to stay with nobody. I can't make that decision for you. But like I said, there's a certain group of you who already know that you are not degrading yourself. You just are embodying love, which is so rare these days. You are embodying that highest vibration of love, like you literally don't hold anything against this person. You forgive this person. You have such a kindness and a patience for this person. It's almost unreal. It's almost unbelievable. The Page of Coins is like, sheesh, I have a hard time believing this. Like, this is new for me. All of this is new for you in March. Just coming to this understanding, the way you see this journey, the strength and resilience that you have, the calmness that you have about it. Even when you don't hear from this person, it's like, I love him. I love her. Even when they do wrong, they can't do wrong. I think you've come into that realization that there is no right or wrong. Everything just is. And you choose how you going to handle it. You choose how you think about it because all is mental. You choose which energy you going to be in about it. Are you going to be mad and angry, throwing guilt, condemning that person in lower vibrations? Or will you love them regardless? Will you recognize their soul, soulmate, twin flame? Will you recognize their soul and focus on that and understand that we are all flawed humans? What's it gonna be? Know the difference now, because there are some pick me's out there. I ain't talking to y'all. This reading ain't for no pick me. This reading ain't for you. I'm sorry. If some people come in, he beat me, and he be talking down to my kids, and my children don't like him, but that's my man. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm not condoning no foolishness now. I ain't condoning no bullshit. This is for a specific group of people. You know who you are. You know exactly who you are. Because you're going to feel this energy so strongly in you. You know love. You are love. And you giving love. You are changing and growing because of it. This is a new environment for you. It's a new journey. And this new journey has this huge hill in front of it. So you have a lot more learning and a lot more to go, but you know that there is something so special about it. There's this inkling in you that will not let you walk away from it because you feel that it is your destiny. You feel how magical this experience is. But you got to watch that devil. Don't allow yourself to drift. Just like I said, don't get so caught up in the situation that you lose yourself. Don't get to a point where it becomes like a codependent attachment. That's why I was talking about, I ain't talking to like no pick me. I ain't talking to no, person who is with a narcissist. I'm not talking to you. I'm not trying to see all that in the comments. And he's a narc and you deserve better. That's not the group that we're talking about here. It's not what we're talking about. And you have to be able to discern that. You have to be able to discern that. Now, I will say that you're gonna have to deal with associations with this person, this person's, friends, and maybe even your friends too, who will have things to say, who may try to provoke you to do things, provoke you to say things. They will try to like fearmonger and put bugs in your ear. You have to know what you're doing. I would advise you to kind of chill off of social media in March, especially with this retrograde. It's gonna be a lot of bitter Betty, a lot of bitter people posting their little memes, writing their little statuses, dropping their little comments. Just doing a lot, making these lives and videos, going off. I advise you to kind of take a step back from social media in March, Leo, because you don't want that getting in your ear. You want to be conscious of what you're doing. You don't want to start drifting. You don't want to get to a point where you start seeing so many like hateful memes and man against woman, masculine against feminine, feminine down in the masculine, masculine down in the feminine, that you start to associate with that energy too. You don't want to do that, because I do feel a victory is coming soon. I do feel like a victory is coming soon. Today is March 6th, right? Isn't it? Yeah, it is March 6th. Okay, because I was going to say 6 days or the sixth day. Today is the sixth day. Today is the sixth day. So you could hear some word the day that this is posted, 6 days from the time that you see this video, a literal sixth day. So days like the 24th, that would be a sixth day. Um, what else? The 15th, that would be a sixth day. The sixth, what other days? The 15th, the 24th. Yeah, like 6 days like that. The day is like in numerology, it's a day of six. That's what I mean. Or in 6 days from the day that you see this reading, it could be, something comes in, some type of communication, some type of victory happens for you, some type of knowing, some type of confirmation that this is for you, that this is yours. So keep an eye on that. I see the end of all of this being victorious for you. And I see the victory under the four of staffs. So you're gonna go through some stuff, but easy come, easy go. If it's easy, it's probably not gonna stay forever. When you go through something with people, you build like real solid connections. And I do see a victory. I see the victory with Leo being a leader. And that's that guiding children. Not saying that this person is, incapable. I never want to make it seem like this person is a total victim and they need you to hold their hand. Not saying that. But your love is such a force here that love is the highest vibration. There's nothing that comes over love. So if you unconditionally love that person, that's the highest force. So of course you're gonna be the one leading the victory. You're gonna be the victorious one. You will be the one who leads the ending of this cycle. You will be the one who stops this, generational curse from, continuing. The double energy is like Capricorn energy. So I'm feeling Capricorn energy strong here too. It's ruled by Saturn. Saturn was known as like a father who ate his children. So this person may be someone who has a father who gave them those toxic ways. It's like they stunted the child's growth before the child ever had a way to grow. Daddy issues, pretty much. Daddy issues. Or a father who they victimize this person or make them feel like they can't do enough or they're not good enough. Or they have a control over the person where it's like, I can't live without my dad. Or my daddy is this, my daddy is my only friend, my daddy is the end all be all, my daddy, my daddy, my daddy, my daddy, my daddy, my daddy, my daddy. And they can't get over their father. It's actually it's a toxic attachment. That's not good. Just as much as a father abandoning you is a father who you have this toxic attachment to, where you feel like you can't do anything without that person. Because when that daddy go, what you gonna do? When that daddy die, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? So either way, it's like a childish energy here. The other person, the other party is like a childish energy, whether they got this toxic behavior from a family, from a father figure, from their father's side, and it traumatized them so that they can't grow, or they are so attached toxically to a father figure or to people on their father's side that it's it's holding them back from their full potential. Either way, it's like a childish energy, and I feel like you're loving somebody through all of that, and that unconditional love that you give both to yourself and to that person. Because I do still feel the energy of you just really loving yourself, you having a very solid and sound mind about this, Leo. Like, ain't nobody taking you for no ride. Like, ain't nobody using you. You're choosing this journey. That's all the difference. You're not in a victim mentality about it, even though sometimes it hurts like hell, or you have dark nights about it with this Nine of Swords. You choose this journey, you know? But overall, I just see, it ending successfully. Again, watch out for a 6 day in March, starting today, then the 15th, 24th, or 6 days from the time that you actually see this reading. It could be either or, but just be aware of energies like that. This could also be, what is this, a Saturday? The week start a Saturday. The week start on Sunday. Yeah, I guess it would be like a Saturday then. Your Saturdays may be important days, so it's the 6th day of the week, I believe. Yeah. Is it the 6th day of the week, or is it okay? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, Friday, Saturday, whatever. Your weekends could be important too in March when things pop off. But yeah, this is the energy that I'm feeling for you, Leo. It's heavy, but it's beautiful. There's so much learning, so much growth that comes from all of this. And I wish you the best. Again, have compassion on yourself, and you're already embodying compassion on others. Just have compassion for yourself too. Those that know that what you're doing is like a divine act of love, and you are able to stay in a high vibration, that's how you know the difference between like a pick me or somebody who's like being victimized by their partner, and somebody who is like actually in the vibration of divine love. You don't feel hate for this person. You don't feel resentment. You don't feel the need to make like hateful statuses and hateful comments. This person did this, that, and the other to me. I don't want this person back. If you found yourself arguing, if that person and feeling triggered by this reading, it's not for you. It's a very specific tight group of people who embody that love on the highest level, and they see themselves learning and growing from it. They will be victorious. There will be victory for them sooner or later, and I feel like sooner with that Six of Staffs. Staffs is very brisk, quick energy. Six is the energy of love, of growth, so feminine love, feminine growth, feminine touch of magic. It's gonna be all good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be all right, okay, Leo. It's gonna be all right. You lovers, this is dedicated to the lovers in you. You deserve it, babe. You deserve it. All that good loving you give it, you deserve it. It'll be returned to you just as sure as you helping this person grow and giving them a ground to break free of those, toxic cycles, and to get, giving them a place to rest their weary head. This person may just want to cuddle with you. They want to lay on your lap and let you kiss and, rub their arms and rub their shoulders, and you just lay with you and cuddle with you. They feel like they just need your warmth and love and compassion. You are that for that person, and you better believe that it's healing. It is healing, okay? You're giving them everything that you wish you would have had in the time that you were healing, when you were trying to love yourself out of trauma. You giving that to that person, and it's making a hell of a splash. It's making an effect, and I feel like you see that and you feel that, and that's why you're not giving up in March, okay? So keep loving, Leo. I just spent forever. I feel like this reading been going on forever. I know it's longer than everybody else's, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. I am your Empress Divine, Miss Tasha Turner herself. Thank you for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.